Let's start with what actually happens in the book. Arthur Dent was an ordinary dude living on Earth with his friend Ford Prefect, not the car. One morning, as his house was going to be bulldozed by bulldozers, Ford whisks Arthur off the planet by hitching a ride on a Vogon space bulldozer. Also, Ford is an alien. The Earth is then destroyed. As you can tell from the title, Arthur is given a book, which is basically Wikipedia, but in space. After being tortured by Vogon poetry,
"Oh, friddled grunt ugly."
No, really, you don't have to read. We put you through enough trouble already.
Plurdled gabblebotches on a lurgid bee.
Vogon poetry is widely accepted as the third worst in the universe. The second worst is that of the Asgoths of Krea. During a recitation by their poet master Grunthos the Flatulent of his poem Ode to a Small Lump of Green Putty I Found in My Armpit One Midsummer Morning, 4 of his audience died of internal hemorrhaging. And the president of the Mid-Galactic Arts Nobbling Council survived by gnawing one of his own legs off.
"Oh, I will rend thee in these double warts."
they are thrown out of the airlock and picked up by the president of the galaxy, Zaphod Beeblebrox. Except he's not the president of the galaxy anymore, because he stole the spaceship they're on. Along with the help of the chronically depressed robot Marvin,
I've been talking to the ship's computer, and it hates me.
and the other last human Trillion, they hunt for the mythical lost planet of Magrathia. Supposedly, the Magrathians used to design and build planets. They find the planet and discover that the Magrathians have just been sleeping for 5 million years, and they were just recently awoken to build a second Earth following the destruction of the last one. This request came from the mice, who were secretly hyper-intelligent. As it turns out, the Earth was just an experiment to find the ultimate question.
Oh, Deep Thought, we want you to tell us the answer.
The answer to what?
The answer to life, the universe, everything. We'd really like an answer. Something simple.
I have to think about that.
For the ultimate answer.
42.
42?
But because Arthur, one of the last humans, left Earth right before it exploded, the mice no longer needed the second Earth, just Arthur's brain. The mice believe the ultimate question is inside his brain, and they want it so they can be famous. But Arthur's new friends like his brain, and they'd rather Arthur keep it. When the police arrive, they force the mice to make up a fake question, while Arthur and company escaped. The end for now. Oh yeah, it's called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But this book is about a lot more than that. It's also about life, the universe, and everything, as well as touching base on improbability and absurdity. This is a pretty important book. It's considered an outstanding contribution to the field of science fiction. It teaches you that nothing is impossible, only improbable, such as 2 missiles spontaneously turning into a sperm whale and a bowl of petunias. It covers a lot of other things, like showing how sometimes the question is more important than the answer, and that whatever you're stressing about, it's generally meaningless in the eyes of the universe. The author, Douglas Adams, uses satire and humor to discuss common questions and answers within science fiction, as well as the human condition. You can either choose to rebel against the facts of your existence, or you can nihilistically accept them. So, Marvin the depressed robot is somebody who accepted these facts and maintained a nihilistic view of life.
Life. Don't talk to me about life.
Whereas Arthur questioned everything and chose to live a happier lifestyle by doing so. People have to choose whether they will celebrate the little things in life, or if they'll live in existential despair, wallowing in self-pity and depression. Now, how does this book fare in a classroom setting? It depends on the students. The book itself is very good and a humorous read, but while it may offer some good discussion topics, some students may find the pacing or word choice to be problematic for their reading style. Douglas Adams clearly used a thesaurus while writing this. As a group, we agree that it was a decent setup for the schedule. You didn't have to read every single night. For the most part, you could read when you had the chance, so you didn't feel too forced to complete it. However, the graphic note organizer thing did affect us, forcing us to stop and search for something that sounded important, sucking us out of the experience. As a whole, independent reading offers the opportunity for people to read at their own pace and develop their own opinions before discussing anything in a group. This project helped teach how to find your own books that interest you, and how to practice pacing and working independently.